From that, Africa Education Watch, EduWatch, is proposing the introduction of a skills development levy as part of government efforts to legislate and operationalize a TVET fund aimed at strengthening technical and vocational education and training. According to the education think tank, the levy would help finance infrastructure expansion and skills development to improve technical education across the country. More in this report.
The Africa Education Watch says progress in skills development within TVET institutions is being hampered by significant infrastructure gaps, inadequate government funding, and limited opportunities for practical training. Several regions, including the Central Region, are among the most affected. Speaking at an education financing conference on TVET funding, EduWatch's Executive Secretary Kofi Asare explained that the proposed levy would provide sustainable funding for infrastructure expansion and skills development nationwide.
There has been talk of a TVET fund. It is still not been operationalized. The minister says that by the end of next year, they will legislate. That discussion about TVET fund started about 12 years ago. In this year's Get Fund formula, 100 million was supposed to go to the TVET fund, but the fund hasn't even been actualized. So I don't know where that money is, because the fund itself hasn't been operationalized. And so we must establish the TVET fund and then institute this skills development levy to enable TVET skills beneficiaries to contribute into the fund, so that the fund will be used to support development of infrastructure, facilities, and learning to fill the gaps we are seeing, so that it will complement the public budget allocation to TVET.
He also called for a recosting of technical and vocational education, stressing that the current financing framework is outdated and no longer fit for purpose.
The priority of government now is to end double track. Let me even go back. In the past 4 years or 3 years, the priority of the government has been to end double track. When you have that priority at hand, and you know that all your double track schools are general secondary education schools, not TVET schools, it's likely that you put all your capex into general secondary. That's the challenge. So it's a very, very tricky situation. But we have been, silent on TVET for a long time, assuming that once it's TVET, they are trained here. But the reality is that it's not so. And so we need more voices. We are going to publish this report later in the year. We're going to have we must have a total reform of our TVET financing system.